Okay, let's
Hello
see.
Blazers, it is your boy Roman, your favorite name.
This is a new video from No Fuckers, okay? NFKRZ, talking about the polls in Russia.
Hood Russian, how you guys doing today? Welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, guys, we're gonna be discussing something that is very interesting and something that I feel like needs to be cleared up a little bit. Because a lot of the people have no idea how this actually works. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm like a specialist in this either, but my understanding of this is not as one-dimensional as some people. Basically, guys, if you've been watching my channel for the past month or so after the recent events in Ukraine, my overall message for a lot of these videos was that the average Russians, the average Russian people, a lot of them actually didn't really want it to happen. I've said that multiple times now, and pretty much every single time that I say it, I get destroyed in the comments by people who are saying, Roman, you're completely wrong.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. Oh my god, you just got fucking owned. You got owned. Debate me, debate me, debate me. You got owned, bitch. Debate me. Yeah, guess what? You have been matched in the intellectual marketplace of ideas. I just debated you and you're wrong. Here it is. Fuck you.
Because according to the polls of the Russian government, over 70% or like close to 80% of the people are in support of the special military operation, and also in fact the Russian people's support for Putin has actually increased. So essentially I'm wrong, and I see that argument as well a lot on Reddit, because I go on Reddit like r/world news and people discussing
Oh no, don't go on Reddit as a Russian right now. Biggest mistake of your life. Never again, dude. Don't do it. Don't do it. It'll hurt your very soul, dude. You will, dude. When Reddit gets into a fucking frenzy, they lose their mind, dude. It's crazy. It turns into like a singular hive mind. I don't know why. Like fake gold, like internet gold has this like powerful energy to turn every unique human being that originally had like different opinions to straight up straight up whip them into the same fucking attitude over a subject. China and Russia are two things where it's like, if you ever fucking bring that up on Reddit, like, oh my lord, dude, might as well not do that. Just never do that.
With whatever's going on with Russia, and you get these like absolutely deranged comments from people saying, you know, that Russians are like the scum of the earth and should just be cut off from everything. They should be deported from every single country that they live.
Just the most average Redditor comment. Yeah. Oh, he says most sane Redditor. Exactly.
When I go back to Russia, literally people are leaving comments like that. Not even exaggerated, okay? And usually when these people's takes are challenged by somebody, their response or their argument is, you're wrong, like 74 or 80% of Russian people are in support of this, so they are terrible people, all of them, they shouldn't have the right to exist. Which honestly, if you want to battle fascism, is kind of a weird thing to say, okay? Well guys, in today's video I want to discuss whether actually like 70 or 80% of Russians are supporting the special operation in Ukraine, and also just kind of describe how Poland and Russia works in general. These people who take these poll results at face value.
Groupthink has always existed before the internet just connects more of these idiots than ever before. Yeah, dude, Reddit is like on a different level of groupthink though. Reddit is the groupthink factory. Even on Twitter, regardless of the lack of free speech on Twitter, brother, like there's still hella fucking discourse. Like on Reddit, it's crazy.
And believe them, they're gonna have no idea what Poland actually works like in Russia. And spoiler alert, it's very different from Poland in Western Europe or America or any other more liberal democratic country. So first of all, let's outline the stats that we're talking about. Okay, here's the thing. Usually the majority of the polling on the territory of Russia is handled by an organization known as FTIOM, which in English is called the Russian Public Opinion Research Center, which is, pay very close attention, a state-owned institution. Okay, so let's see the data that this research center.
I'm willing to bet that if those fucking polls also literally said like there's only 10% support for war in Russia, then those very same Redditors would turn around and be like, yeah, well, that's a Russian-owned polling station, so they're obviously lying to create sympathy for the Russian individuals and the Russian citizens. So like, don't believe those polls. You can't believe those polls. They're fake. They're Russian, and they're lying.
Has provided us. On the 23rd of March of 2022, they conducted a poll, actually published the results of a poll about the support of the special military operation in Ukraine. And according to their data, the special operation in Ukraine is supported by 74% of the Russian citizens. 17% said that they do not support it, and 9% decided to not answer. Also, according to their data, the amount of people who actually want to protest against the government has decreased. So in January 2022, 17% of respondents said that that they have some reasons and they have a desire to protest against the government. However, in March 2022, only 10% of Russians said that they will actually protest against the government in some sort of way. Also, according to another organization that actually conducts polls in Russia called Levada Center, which is actually considered a foreign agent in Russia, which is pretty interesting as well, right? I think that's because sometimes their polling results don't really...
It's crazy, you know? It's crazy what 15,000 people being arrested and also a new law being put in place that says you can go to jail for 15 years will do to people, you know what I mean? It's wild. Wild to consider. I mean, oh man, how did that fucking happen, right? really put a hold on that whole, you know, fighting against the war thing.
Coincide with the position of the state media and stuff, so. But even they recently published the results of a poll according to which, in February, Putin's approval rating was 71%, and now in March, it's 83%. So, the conclusion is very simple here, right guys? The Russian people are all in complete and total support of the government and what is going on in Ukraine. No. It's not that simple. I'm gonna give you guys sort of anecdotal and also real reasoning why you should be skeptical of these results. First of all, you gotta understand that the majority of polling in Russia is being conducted by the state. And when people are getting called up, essentially by what seems to be a governmental institution, and you live in a country where, I mean, technically, being publicly against the military operation could actually land you in jail for up to 15 years, you gotta understand that the people that are being called by a governmental institution that's asking them, hey bro, do you support the military operation? Do you really think the person on the other side of the phone is going to be completely and 100% transparent and honest and is gonna respond anyway? Look guys, just from my experience, right? I've been polled maybe 2 times in my whole life or 3 or something like that, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I have never responded. I usually just pick up my phone and they're like, hey, this is a poll, you know, we're asking people's opinions, and I'm like, immediately just hang up. First of all, I don't want to waste my time. You gotta understand that the people who usually respond to polls have nothing to do, okay? Like, this is part of it as well, right? Like,
by the way, what he's ironically describing is literally a common problem in American polling, and why American polling is so fucking dog shit too. We've talked about this before on this broadcast, like landlines and the way that fucking polling works in America has made it so much more difficult to adequately poll people, because people just don't pick up random fucking phone calls. So people that do engage in polling are like fucking weirdos.
What kind of people do you think are like the biggest fans of Putin? It's either like 70-year-old grandmas that are just sitting at home who just watch the Russian TV, state propaganda, and they don't know anything else, or it's just random like 40-year-old Russian guys that like to drink and work at a factory or something, you know, who would just watch TV and don't even consume much of alternative media either. And these people don't have much going on in their life, so these are the kind of people that are going to be given answers to begin with. And even if in the midst of these people there's some people who don't agree with what's going on, they're probably either going to say they support it to sort of, you know, cover their tracks a little bit, or they're going to say that they're not sure, or they're just gonna hang up, just like I did. I mean, I just never gave an answer, and I feel like that is what happens to majority of people. You gotta understand that when you live in an authoritarian country, and the government essentially calls you and is like, yo, what's up, bro? You think the president is great and you support the party and everything that it does and everything that it's ever done? If you don't, by the way, you're gonna go to jail for 15 years. Even if you don't, you're gonna be like, yeah, I guess it's cool. I guess I support everything. Yeah, it's all good. You get what I mean. And you guys gotta understand, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a sociologist, so the way I'm describing this is like very simple. But actually, I want to show you an excerpt from a video I watched recently, an interview with a Russian sociologist who actually knows what he's talking about. And he was asked about the approval rates of the special operation in Putin at the moment and what the stats are showing, if it's true or not. And this was his answer.
Я там часто призываю быть аккуратным очень с опросами вообще. В России вдвойне, а сегодня там в десятерне. В России и так-то низкий уровень ответов на вопросы, и люди, которые отвечают на вопросы, в целом исходят из того, что они общаются напрямую с государством. А в условиях там военных действий опасения вырастают многократно. И мы видим по всем исследованиям, которые сейчас проводятся, независимые, да, что падает уровень ответов, что люди рассказывают о страхе, спрашивают интерьеров прямо, арестуют ли меня. Я думаю, что ключом здесь, конечно, является желание огромного числа наших соотечественников, в общем, продолжать жить своей спокойной приватной жизнью.
So yeah, that's basically what I said, but put more eloquently, should I say. And you guys just have to understand that in a country where you cannot say everything that you think, the polling results are gonna be way off. To be honest, polls in general suck, kind of, even in Western countries, but imagine how much they suck here. Now here's the
summary for audio viewers. First of all, how did you write if you're just the audio viewer, okay? And secondly, the summary is exactly what he said. He literally said, oh, this guy basically summarized exactly what I just mentioned. Still type when you're audio only. Anyway, he said, for understanding that what he said without reading the subtitles, Russian spy confirmed, Tovarish. Yeah.
next point I want to make as well about, this is not even like empirical evidence because this is also based on another poll, but I feel like it gives my arguments a little bit more of a substance. So another polling organization in Russia, which is not governmental, but I think is also related to the government, they've recently released another poll, actually on the 29th of
Boo-hoo, poor Russians decided to stay silent when Ukrainians are dying at the hands of their army. Nice way to say you don't care. What? Dude, you're such a piece of shit, dude. Seriously, suck my dick. You don't even care about fucking Ukrainian lives either. Ugh. I hate people like that so much. Dude, you literally deserve to be executed on the street by like any fucking Palestinian, Iraqi, Afghani citizen by that logic. You know that, right? Not to say that that's acceptable or appropriate, but like if you think that that is the attitude that you want to go with. No, not in a video game. I'm saying like that's the attitude that you're straight up advocating for. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. In America, you don't get arrested that frequently, like the same way that you do in Russia, and motherfuckers still weren't, you know, all that aggressively against the wars.
March about the overall mental state of the people and their hopes for the future in Russia. And you just always love to see articles.
The best way to take action against the Russian state is to assert your position in the polls, dude. Why won't you understand? Dude, chatters whose greatest fucking fear is when mommy makes a hot pocky and the middle is fucking cold are over here being like, hey, why don't you just like fucking, you know, put your life at risk, dude? But why don't you get over your like unreasonable fear that like the Russian state might fucking jail you for having an opinion against it in a country where calling this a military operation or calling this anything but a military operation is literally going to fucking put you in prison for 15 years, dude. Debate pervs. Let me tell you something. Dude, chill, dude. I'm kidding, man. Lamont. Okay, sorry. I thought you were a debate pervert for a second. Stop it. You're just being toxic. Take control of your emotions. Wish me to be executed as well if you want. I wish you'd go to therapy. Responding. Dude, stop. I don't wish you to be executed. I just wish you to be fucking not so parasocial. Okay? Shut the fuck up, you parasocial weirdo. Oh my God. Lots of Russian state media anchors calling it a war straight up, so I think its forbidden word is overblown. Yes, that's also true too, to be fair. Yes, they are saying it's war. But the ones who say it's a war are saying it's not enough. I've seen Russian state media, motherfucker. There's hella people who are like, Putin's being a pussy on this. They need to fucking raise Ukraine. Be fair though, like I think a lot of those people are saying that because they get the allowance from Putin to be able to say such things.
Articles like this, by the way, like this article, I'm on a pro-Kremlin website right now, and the article says, Fund Общественное мнение has noticed a rise in optimism among Russians. Yeah, boy, it's fucking great. Russia is doing so good. Yes! We're optimistic as fuck right now, dude. Anyway, here are the results. According to the data, 33% of the people that responded are saying that they think that in 6 months or a year, life in Russia will get better. 20% think that nothing will really change, and 26% think that everything is gonna get way worse. So the thing why I decided to look at this poll is that, well, it doesn't look that jolly, does it? When only 33% of the respondents said that everything is gonna get great in the future. And 26%, which is a pretty sizable amount actually, say that everything is gonna get pretty bad. And I mean, to be completely honest, we gotta also apply to this poll the fact that a lot of the people probably don't even want to express their real opinion. So it might be slightly skewed as well, but the reason why I decided to talk about this poll is because, like, if if you kind of think about it, and I understand this is not like a direct correlation or anything, but if 74% of the people in Russia are in support of the special military operation, then why do only 33% of the people think that something will be great in the future for Russia? I mean, technically, if you think that all of this is great and you support Russia, then I guess you gotta think that the country is going in the right direction and it's only developing, it's getting better, and it's gonna be amazing soon, right? Well, that doesn't really seem like that's the case, because again, only 33% of the people have positive thoughts about what's gonna happen in the future. And the reason why I'm comparing these two polls about the special operation and this is because this right here is also a political poll, kind of, but the question is just not direct. So when you get a call and you're immediately asked about what you think about the special military operation, you're gonna be like a little bit tensed up because it's a controversial topic, and also you understand you can't really say much. But if you get in a call and somebody's asking you if you think the future will be good or bad, or if it will not change at all, it's slightly related to where the country is going in politics, but also not really. It's just super vague, right? So here you kind of have more of a freedom of expressing your opinion. And we can just tell that a much smaller percentage of people actually thinks that everything's great, and a way bigger percentage of people actually think that everything is kind of fucked. And I know you guys are gonna be like, Roman, you're a genius, or this is dumb as fuck, either one of those. I didn't actually come up with this theory or with this idea to compare these two polls. I've actually seen Russian sociologists talk about this and saying that this shows that in a country where freedom of speech is limited, you cannot fully believe these polls, okay? So yeah, I feel like that is very important. And also one thing I want to discuss as well is, you gotta understand that polls, since in Russia the majority of them are conducted by governmental, state-owned institutions, largely these polls actually don't matter much, and really what they do is that they're supposed to just create news and show the people that, you know, the person reading should just believe that everybody around them sort of.
What is that background music? Law came into place 1 week after the war. When the war started, Russians were making fun of my people, so I know what I'm talking about. What? Iranians or people are not thinking Russian citizens are anywhere responsible for the abhorrent actions of Putin and their government is insane, even if some of them are brainwashed and think war is good. Are you even watching this video?
Of agrees with them if he, you know, supports the ruling party's line, or if you're a person who thinks otherwise. These news headlines are basically meant to make you feel like you're alone and nobody thinks like you and nobody supports you and nobody, you know, opposes whatever is going on. And these polls have been conducted for a long time, and they've always been a very effective and very strong method of propaganda, because when you constantly go online and you see that a new poll has shown that everything in Russia is doing great and Russians are loving everything that is happening, you're like, hey, I guess it's not that bad, right? So yeah, I mean, these polls are literally bullshit. And the problem is, as well, I think, is that I want to actually talk to the Westerners watching this video. Maybe you guys, before you watched this video, you actually believed these polls. You actually thought that, yes, like 80%.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. No fuckers. Homie, the people that fucking believe those polls from the jump, they don't give a fuck, okay? They want to see blood. Even if those polls show 10% of Russians want to fucking support the war and whatever, even if it literally said 10% of Russians support the war, a lot of people are still going to 100% say like, well, those polls are fake. They're by the government. And they're fake to draw sympathy out of the West. And we will not fall for it. We will hate Russia harder now. Respectfully, they won't take a word of a Russian person on Russian topics. Bro, they won't take my word on this topic. Dude, we've lost our minds. America is like, in a lot of ways, like the West is so ready for war. They were so ready for a war where they're not like the immediate bad guy. You know what I mean? Like they were waiting for it. They were like, oh, thank God, dude. The fact that I said America bad was enough for them to fucking be like, dude, you're taking the attention away right now from the main bad guy. Like, as though people are going to be like, oh man, I really thought Russia was bad, but now I think America is bad too. That's fucked up. Anyway, America's still the main bad guy. Oh no, America's still the main bad guy for sure.
Of Russians support the special military operation or whatever. And the reason why I think that Westerners actually believe this is because I see this take all of the time online. Constantly, people are saying Russians are warmongering assholes. All of them are supporting this. 80%. They're terrible people and stuff. It's really weird, right? That you guys don't believe anything that comes out of Russian propaganda, Russian state TV, or Russian officials' mouth. But then you literally believe the polling results that come straight from governmental institutions. Believing these poll results is the same as believing believe in what any, Russian TV channel has to say. And Westerners don't usually tend to believe what Russian TV channels have to say, right? So why do...
Yeah, it's almost like it's nothing. It's just like ad hoc rationalizations or post hoc rationalizations for the hatred that they feel towards Russia, because Russia's the big bad guy in the situation, and they are the bad guy in the situation. And that kind of takes away from, America being the bad guy in the situation. They care more about, Western polling kind of showed the same, though. Dude, there's no way you're going to get adequate information out of Russia right now. It's just not going to happen. And the other part of the problem is that, like, even if hella people are like, oh, yeah, no, war is sick, actually. It's not even a war. It's a special operation. You have to remember, like, they're getting fed a healthy diet of fucking bullshit from their TV. And the inverse of it is criminalized. So what are they? Well, they got nothing. Think about how bloodthirsty Americans are right now. And there is no criminal punishment for, what do you call it? There is no criminal punishment for fucking saying anything against the Ukrainians, but people still fucking lose their shit. Chat knows that anyone expressing anti-war sentiments in Russia is being detained and silenced, at least publicly, right? Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they're, like, not seeing that.
Do they believe what these polls say? You guys gotta understand, right, that by believing this and spreading this information and making it such a big topic where everybody uses this as an argument now to say that Russians are terrible people, essentially, you do understand that you're literally spreading Russian propaganda. You might think that you're fighting against it, you might think that you're fighting against the regime, but you're actually spreading straight up Russian propaganda, because these poll results literally are just...
I mean, they also do have, like... They also are spreading Russian propaganda when they talk about, like, Azov Battalion being, like, make it seem like the Azov Battalion is the only fucking troop out there. Like, the only battalion that they ever end up putting in front of the camera. You know what I mean? Like, Western media does Russian propaganda better than Russia could. Like, all the time. It's so fucking annoying that, like, this is even a conversation. You guys know what my fucking position is on the denazification bullshit. Like, it's a bullshit justification. It's not a justification at all. But every time Americans have, like, a Ukrainian soldier on the battlefield, on the front lines, like, they just have to put the camera on the dude wearing a black sun patch. And it's like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Like, you think we don't fucking see that? They're so fucking horny, dude. I think NATO did that 2 to 3 times by mistake. I'm not even talking about NATO. I'm talking about, like, literally every fucking Western outlet. To be fair, then you look at the Russian media and they're pointing at a camera at the DNR dude with the SS patch on. Yeah, I know. It's fucking quite literally a Nazis on both sides situation. Which is wild. Very fine people on both sides, baby. Great. They're everywhere. America, too. So, all Nazis. French investigators in Bucha. What is this? Look at his vest. What? What does that say? Does that say Deus Vult? Deus Vult? Really? Again, very fine. Very much Nazis on all. Dude, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. No shot. He's not wearing a Deus Vult patch. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's also this, by the way. I saw this too. Dog, this shit's crazy. OUN Volunteer Battalion is marching to Eastern Ukraine just like in 2014. That's insane, bro. Like, they're just posting this like, oh yeah, the OUN Battalion. Like, that guy is old enough that he probably was also in OUN, as in, like the original. Like, literally collaborating with Nazis and did, like, the pogroms and 1.6 million Ukrainian Jews were killed. Like, that's way worse than Deus Vult shit. Yeah. Jews, Poles, Roma, children, just indiscriminately. It's the Ukrainian nationalists. It's the organization of Ukrainian nationalists. That's OUN. It's literally Bandera. Like, historically, Stefan Bandera, the organization that he was a part of, that was his, like, they were the Nazi collaborator organization. Here it is. Here, Mark Ames talked about it too, but responsible for slaughtering Druze, Poles, so Ukraine's Azov Right Sector, Freikorps, OUN, how many more? Like, these guys are, I mean, they literally are straight up, like Like, there is a likelihood that this homie actually worked with Nazis. I need you to understand that, okay? Like, this homie is old enough to have potentially, I mean, maybe not. He would have been way too fucking young back then. But, like, yeah, you got 3 generations of Nazism. He doesn't look a day over 40. Deus Vault, it is a Crusader meme, yeah. The amount of stupid fucking idiots trying to say because you were wrong about the invasion, you're compromised. It makes it hard for actual constructive criticism to get through. Good faith people don't think you were a Russia simp. This is your focus, general being on American imperialism, which is usually good coverage, came across as whataboutism and falling in line with the propaganda RT used to say Russia was pushing into the invasion. Yeah, still true. I don't care. I saw comments under that fucking post about like Haas or Infrared or whatever the fuck being banned for doing. I don't know why he got banned. I think it was like Russian propaganda or some shit, whatever. And like half the comments were about like, let's ban Hasan next. Let's ban Hasan next. And first of all, good luck with that. Okay, that's ridiculous. You know, I mean, you can get me for fucking, you know, the C word or whatever, but that's wild that you think like, which is going to ban someone who fucking raised money for Ukrainian charities and has like literally been a supporter of Ukrainian emancipation just because they are like also criticizing American imperialism simultaneously. Insane. So that's one. But not only were they saying that, but in the comments, they kept saying like, oh, yeah, he used redfish propaganda. He used redfish propaganda. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I realized, remember, first of all, Redfish is a Russian-owned, like RT, Russian-owned, like State Department backed outlet, right? It was a fucking, originally, like, on the day of the invasion, like, there was a Redfish thing that came out about, like, the ongoing explosions or the ongoing like fucking wars all around the world. Like, and I liked it on Twitter. I literally just liked that fucking graph on Twitter because it's true. And it even featured like Russia's bombing campaigns. Like on the actual like on the actual fucking thing, it was also criticizing Russia. I can't wait. Let me see if I can find that graph. It's so funny, dude. Holy shit. They wanted me to get banned for showing this, dude. Airstrikes in the last 48 hours, map porn, right? It was on map porn too, but I like this on I like this on Twitter. I didn't even like I don't even think I showed it on stream, but even if I did show it on stream, which I am right now, they were like, "Dude, this is like Russian propaganda. He's showing Russian propaganda. You need to ban him." Yeah, this is literally the Russian, this is Russian State Department backed. How did you find it so quickly? I just Googled it. I said redfish bombing map and it came up. Bro, in this, they're literally showing dozens of Russian airstrikes in Ukraine. Like, what the fuck? Yo, these people are going to be so surprised when they find out that I have friends, like actual friends, and people that I've had on this broadcast that have also had shows on Russia Today. Yeah. It's true. Guess what? Propaganda, in a lot of instances, can be true. Can be utilized to reassert your position. This is just true. Yeah, Abby Martin. This is all true. Yeah, you know who else had a show on fucking Russia Today? Larry King, motherfucker. People who are thinking that the Redfish organization broadcasts their propaganda campaign against the top of the hour ad break, which you can avoid for a $5 free or Twitch Prime, fuck you. It's so wild that motherfuckers are like, yo, bro, like, showing this should get you banned. Like, you're fucking psychotic. You are the Russian government. Like, you are literally behaving like the Russian government when you want this, when you want people to get banned for like showing a true map of airstrikes in the last 48 hours. I don't even know how Redfish is like Russian state affiliated, but I believe it. I'm sure. Dude, listen, guys, you have to understand. Russia plays all sides. They play all sides. Russia Today had far-right psychos on there, and they had far leftist people on there. They use anti-imperialism when it suits their purpose. They use hyper-nationalistic rhetoric when it suits their purpose. They don't give a fuck. They're quite similar to the CIA in that regard. That's how it works. That's how it works. They are just simply trying to destabilize. They are simply using anything and everything they can to get their message across. That's it. That's just how it works. Do people understand how carefully your every move is documented by these certain communities? No. That's why they think I'm being crazy. These aren't lefties. Stop, Dilly Brown. You keep saying that over and over again. They're not actual leftists. Like, these people are not. They're just, drama baiters. They're drama sharks. And it doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant to the grand scheme of things. Let me tell you something. These guys are debate perverts and they're drama groomers, okay? They're groomers of drama and they're debate perverts.
That. So yeah, just stop doing it, I guess. Russian propaganda is doing well enough. We don't need to spread any more of it. And yeah, I mean, this is gonna be probably pretty much it for today's video. This is all I wanted to say today. Just wanted to make a video about
this. What is a sun patch? The black sun patch. It's a black sun. Black sun. It is Himmler's very own nice little Nazi edition.
Because people talk about this all the time in the West, and I don't think it's that true. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, if you did find it entertaining, please make sure to slap the like button on it. As well, guys, if you want to support me additionally, then go over down to the